कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Yeah, let me just quickly tell you. Oh, I think I'm in the same shirt. It's amazing. Not that was recorded. That was spontaneous, guys. That was very spontaneous. And there'll be more spontaneity happening right now. In fact, ever since, Kajol, Punit, you won't believe this, ever since I started driving the electric car, the aforementioned electric car, I don't know, overdo the, chelagiri. It looks fake. So ever since I started driving that, I'm just feeling very different. Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. I drove from Mumbai to Alibag, where my wife has some property which is disputed. Well, that's everybody's story. And there's a terrible drive. That whole pain area and all it's literally called PAIN pain because it's just painful. There are lots of terrible areas. Potholes, dug up roads, construction work that's incomplete, all that. And for most cars, it's horrible. The experience is terrible. Your entire body has a sort of change in organ placement by the end of it. Liver is at kidney, kidneys at liver, nose is in ear, etc. But with this electric car, whose name I can't mention, I was just absolutely flying. I was almost like I was above everything. Because the difference is chalk and cheese, literally. So I feel really bad. I looked around at guys in smaller cars and silly cars, and they were all screaming and shouting at their wives and husbands, or if they're cheating on their wives and husbands, somebody else's wives and husbands. And because weekend trips, that happens a lot. And I'm stuck in my beautiful car, and I was like, I almost felt like a sannyasi, sitting there, just enjoying myself in what we call in Urdu sukoon. Urdu is still allowed in India, right?
Yes.
The language is still allowed.
Only khar in Bandra.
Okay, up to a point. Yes. And then you have to be very careful, especially if your name is Parvesh Verma. But we'll talk about him later. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show.
Hey, Cyrus.
I don't know why I stopped. I thought something will play. So I waited for the ding, 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 ding. That didn't happen.
I did not know to become a sannyasi I had to buy an electric car, but I'll
you don't know buy. I never said buy. I have an electric car. Buy. There's difference in thinking completely. Kajol, you seem in pain because you've got agenda. And you're wondering how to start agenda. And these two jokers are going to talk about stupid things. Yeah, and I can understand. But not stupid things. By the way, not stupid things. Very important things what I mentioned. Yeah. But I won't. She's the boss of Punit, so you have to accept that.
As the host, you mean?
Yeah, as the host.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're still doing that.
Yeah, of course we
are. Of course we're doing that.
We're trying at least.
Yeah, just because you fail doesn't mean you don't try. The Wright brothers wouldn't have got it right, no pun intended, if they didn't keep trying to fly the plane. Yeah.
No, I was in pain because you have a car, I don't.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Wait, folks,
Anymore.
wait. Yeah, that's it.
I had an accident and my car...
Boy or girl? Oh, sorry. Car.
Why do I bother?
That deserves an applause. That's a good one.
My age group, those last 20 years of fear. Every time somebody says I'm pregnant, mera to nahi hai. Even though I've never met the person, I just feel fear. Yeah.
So I had an accident and I don't have a car anymore. Hey, why is it so difficult to get an estimate of a price from a car mechanic?
Oh, that's a very good. You should do stand up on that. Because firstly, the estimate is never true. Okay?
Yeah.
The estimate is just like the guy is dead asleep and you woke him up and say, estimate kya hai? So you don't even think. He just says, 1 lakh.
Yeah, it's a massive figure. Then he waits to see how you react to it.
Yeah. And then the Saab is Mandoli happens, as we say in Mumbai. Yeah.
And with insurance, I thought insurance would cover everything.
Rewind a bit. So what happened
Does
first?
it not?
Then we come to the second part.
It doesn't?
What happened?
Did they say it's a pre-existing condition like they do it?
There are many conditions. Okay,
no, but what happened in the accident?
Happened is that I was driving on the Western Express Highway at 1 in the morning.
A woman driver on Western Express Highway, 1 in the morning. Inspector Shinde, take note.
Every guy I know is behaving in exactly the same way.
It's just being funny.
No, wait.
When you take the stereotype and make fun of it, you're actually on your side.
No,
that's the first principle.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah. Kandivli jokes are different. Fair enough.
I was driving and this huge truck was next to me. And then I don't
As
know.
against a small truck. Because there's only one type of truck.
There are many kinds of trucks
Those are
in
tempos,
India.
Baba. Tempo, van, truck, sab mein farak hai, bhai.
This was
the
a
truck is the
massive
same
truck.
ugly truck that's been there since my father was a young man. No trucks have changed. That's where the word old truck comes from. Or truck you, or truck off, or truck this, truck that. Truckers, let's move on with the show. So you drove fast.
I did not drive fast. Cyrus, stop it. Okay. I drove normally.
Left or right?
I was left of him.
Oh, so you shouldn't be overtaking.
I was not overtaking him.
Then what happened?
He came into me and the front guard of the truck latched
He was
on.
behind?
No, he was side by side with me. I
Okay,
mean,
you're parallel like that?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then?
And then he kind of
He
swerved.
cut you, basically.
Yes, he
Cut
did.
into
He
you.
was going very fast. His front guard attached to my car and it pulled it in front of the car, into front of the truck. Like my car was horizontally stuck to the front of his truck. Yeah, it was weird, man.
This is like Feroz Khan and Kurbani, a reference that nobody will get.
I didn't get it.
Oh, okay. It's a slightly old film.
I think Firoz forgot himself also.
Yeah,
That he was in Kurban.
Yeah. But one sec. So then he hits you and the car goes sideways.
Yeah, my driver's side was plastered to the front of the
You're
truck.
driving?
Obviously, I was driving, Cyrus.
One second. I'm trying to understand the visual first, bro.
Okay.
How can we help otherwise?
For our audio listeners, forget about it.
For audio listeners, here it is. That was pretty fair. Yeah. Okay, but you seem okay. So you got.
Nothing happened, and I thought I was going to die. Okay, because it was.
So he banged your side of the car.
He
Literally.
dragged
so
me
you
down
didn't
the
get any physical
he pushed-
whiplashy thingy.
Nothing. He pushed my car down the highway for about a few minutes.
Few minutes.
I hope you shut the
Few
engine
minutes.
and save fuel.
Huh?
Cyrus, I did.
Parsi family would have taught you that immediately. If he's pushing you, shut the engine, save fuel, put it in neutral.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, but you know, the brilliant part is, okay, nothing happened. A lot of men rushed onto the road to stop the truck and to kind of open my doors because they were jammed.
Okay, all sexual connotations. I'm feeling very.
No, it was not sexual.
Okay, then, I'm sorry, sensitivity is not coming through, but I am feeling bad.
And I climb out of the car, there's shattered glass, and the policeman arrives and his first
Wait,
question.
we need music for that, Punit. But I know this is going to be fun now. Ding, 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 ding. No VIP. मेरा कोई interest नहीं है. I've come.
No, he comes and he's like, Madam, आपका शादी हुआ है?
What?
Yeah, what is my...
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
He was trying to line मारो.
No.
अगर आप फ्री हो तो
No,
सैटरडे पे
no.
आ सकते हैं पुलिस स्टैंड अप के लिए पुलिस जिमखाना AKA 5:30 PM.
So I was like, नहीं. He's like, कोई gents है घर पे? I said, नहीं. कोई भी gents please बुला लो, madam.
Why?
He was so stressed. Police can't deal with women.
Oh, but they have female cops now, no? We've got
They
so
had
many
no
of them.
female cops
They're
at
all in
that
South Mumbai.
Not everywhere. No? They're like few in numbers. So call them.
Some are quite cute. Huh? But let's stay with the story.
No, Cyrus.
No, I'm serious.
You might find
Yeah.
Cyrus's attitude a bit insensitive, but it's not only Cyrus. Most
After staring at Indian cops who are all male for
No,
the
no,
first 49 years
this
of my
is how
life,
Cyrus
finally
expresses
God
his
understood my
concern.
suggestions and put some women in tight uniforms who are, a breath of fresh air.
No, so I put it on Twitter, okay, because I wanted people to know where I was. I said, I've had an accident. 200 men, I think, messaged me, 100 of which I don't know, saying, can you send me pictures of your car? You're not such an
I also
insensitive
messaged, to be
bunch.
fair, but I just asked
You
how-
didn't ask for my pictures of my car.
What did you say?
I said, are you alright? What else?
Oh.
2 in the night.
I thought you said you're doing a show at 6:30 at so place. Bring your friends.
Or is your spot cancelled? Can I do it tomorrow?
So sweet. He was embarrassed about dealing with a woman. in
Yes.
This thing.
And
But where the truck guy stopped,
the truck guy stopped.
you apologized.
No, he said, Madam, आपका गलती है.
He gave the verdict. He did an Arnav Goswami. He called you, he announced the verdict, and then he said debate. The verdict is already given. Yeah.
So all the 20 men who had stopped on the road,
Yeah.
they surrounded me and gave me
What
legal
class
advice.
of society were they from?
I don't know.
Remember, it'll always depend on that.
No, they gave me legal advice then.
Yeah.
They said, don't argue.
Which could be any class in this country.
आजकल का वकील लोग बेटा really. Yeah.
They gave me legal. They said, don't argue. Just go to the police station, get the paper. Your insurance will cover everything.
It's that bad? You have to break the insurance?
Arey, insurance gave me 15,000 and told me to fuck off.
No, one sec, it's that bad. So it's over 20 grand ka hit?
The car is gone, it's leveled.
No, it's not level.
Not
It's not
level.
level. I have to drive
She's
it.
okay.
It's coming back.
Nothing happened to her. How bad can it be? Yeah?
So the
It hits
mechanic...
the driving
She
side.
said for a few minutes it got dragged with the...
No, that's true, but it's
Nothing. The window broke, okay, and the driver's side and the rear doors
window is
are...
not the most expensive thing. Firstly, then
The doors are dented.
okay, so they have to refig that, rejig
He's
that.
told
then.
me he'll finish it within 40. I said, you please try to finish. 40.
So you don't know your mechanic. See, the
That's
thing is
not
mechanic-
right.
He's my guy. but-
mechanic, my lawyer, and my doctor. Two I work out with, and one sends me
But
jokes every
Cyrus,
day.
you're a man.
No, but you gotta have these.
You
these
know
are
the
three
mechanics
relation-
cannot deal with women
I swear
either.
to you, 3 relationships that you must have.
No.
Forget the sexism. Find females. I don't care.
But there are no female mechanics.
Of course there are.
Where are they?
With the gay ones. Does that help?
Oh God, Cyrus.
That's not how it
That was
works.
not how it works. That is not.
Slowly we are bridging the divide. We are bringing people closer together, yaar. You guys are so insensitive to thinking. No, Rishi's feeling sick.
That's why I travel by
I think
trains.
Rishi's either upset about the mechanic, the female mechanic, or the gay mechanic.
Now,
I
since
wonder
you
which
mentioned train, Punit, I noticed that you travel by the Vande Bharat Express.
Oh, yes.
Currently, not the safest train to travel by.
But he has his tricolor with him, so it should be fine.
No. The train in 3 days of launch has run into a herd of buffaloes, knocked down a cow.
That's okay.
And
yaar.
that's
There's no
okay.
bulldozer coming their way. No, he's okay. Nothing will happen.
So the
Knock down a cow.
Yeah,
But
knocked
this is
down a cow.
this is the parent government.
I know.
They themselves.
I know.
It's like shooting your own child.
No, so you see,
No, sorry,
Cyrus,
shooting your mother.
when the
No, I'm-
government is involved in killing cows, they say cattle in the news
Right.
report.
Right.
When another person is called, it is holy cow immediately.
And cattle in English and you translate to Marathi becomes katle. So, I mean, yeah, got it. All making sense.
I was
Can we-
told by government employees that there's nothing new. Cattle get run over every day.
Yeah.
But it never gets
normal
reported.
normal
Unless-
trains, they
unless
don't
it's
get
a-
dented.
Unless
Oh.
it's a one sec, Punit. Unless it's a Muslim driver, then again becomes another
Then
issue
it's,
altogether.
yes,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
But
different
one second.
crime.
Normal trains run over cattle. What happens? Like, do the cattle
What is an
just-
abnormal train?
Not the Vande Bharat, not the holy,
Not indigenously built.
patriotic train.
So Vande Bharat is the normal train, or you're being sarcastic? I don't know what you're
Vande
saying.
Bharat is our patriotic
Yes,
train.
stop it. You just got a 40,000.
All trains
loss
in
here.
India, including local bogies, have all been imported from Germany, if I'm not mistaken. Japan.
Yeah. The bullet train is coming from Japan, no? The one, the Ahmedabad.
When
Delhi.
it comes, yes.
Well, it's sort of come. The problem is now they don't have a chief guest. Now we always have a problem with chief guest. Nahi hai, to how do we launch the project?
So not only cattle, every day elephants also get run over, other
Yeah?
animals also, all over the country. Because
may I just say kangaroos get killed in Australia also, even the
but
upwardly
they are
mobile
not
countries.
endangered. No, man.
They're not endangered, but I'm saying that when you do this urban infrastructure thingy, this is always going to be a problem.
So it only
That's
comes
why
in the
stop
news
building
when
roads, take all the people from South Mumbai and put them in the forest. This is what I'm saying. All the
and let
politicians.
them cross the tracks at their peril.
No, let them fight with the cows. You know.
But that means our normal trains don't get damaged with the cow.
Yeah, they just move on because they're trains.
It depends on how spiritual the train is also.
That is
you
also
just
true.
you just hose them off and say Jai Hind.
Right.
So
Or,
there
or
are,
Vande Mataram, because that's the way to say hello now. So you can stick to that. While in Maharashtra, Gujarat, after you cross that, you can change.
But you were very impressed with the train, I noticed from your reel.
He's become he's a bhakt now.
I thought so.
you have to course correct. If you can't beat them, join them.
It took 30 years, but they beat the crap out of Punit. And now he's given up stand-up. He's just a spokesperson.
I have seen so many people turning right recently since the Nupur Sharma incident.
Like her
Yeah.
into the truck.
Hey? Oh
Don't
God,
write it
Cyrus. Cyrus.
You just explained
No,
it.
I did
Rishi
not
has it on
expect.
record. He's also saying.
She's a religious person now. Like, she believes in God.
I believe in religion, man.
And the truck said it's your fault. He was going left.
Arey, you know the funniest part? You know the funniest part? I went to Dindoshi police station.
Wow.
Okay.
That's funny enough.
No, Dindoshi police station is in the lobby of a residential
No
building.
friend nearby. Oh, you're in the middle of the nowhere.
No gents.
Gents.
No, but you couldn't someone a good pal nearby to come and help you.
No,
Sometimes,
yeah.
emotionally, whenever these things happen, you need someone else to do the talking.
I was
Because you're
feeling
hyper.
perfectly fine. No, I was feeling perfectly fine
Did
at
you
that
start-
time.
Did you start performing, doing gags and all that?
Well, the police inspector did ask me that.
You said comedian.
I said comedian.
What I want. Okay,
Why would you do that? Why?
Beta kai karto. And now you have to say comedian.
No, he did not say kai karto. He just looked at me and said kai. So I got a little frightened. And
He
then
said Kai. That's how he started the conversation.
Kai Green is one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time who never won the Olympia. We thought you should just start flexing. Jack.
No, but the thing is, it's in the lobby of a residential building. So it's literally like people are walking through the police station going up to their houses.
It's a mall.
Yes,
It's
it
two in
is.
one. Huh?
It is. It's weird.
Buy a cheap bush shirts from here.
People in the residential building, they
Once
all.
again, answer my question about the comedian. So he says Kai and you say comedy.
I said comedian. So he said, he asked I'm not going to say Marathi now, but he was like, what is that? So I said,
Joker.
No, I said how Kapil
the
Sharma
local-
does in English. That's how I always explain it.
Angrezi ke Kapil Sharma.
Angrezi ke Kapil
But
Sharma.
Garibon ke Kapil Sharma. That would be a nicer thing to say, no?
So then we were walking on the highway, you know.
What is his reaction? I want that reaction when you say Kapil Sharma Angrezi wala.
See, in the night now, whichever police inspector, whoever, I don't even know if he's an inspector, whoever's in charge of the police station acts like Singham. Okay? Because nobody's there to check them.
And Indoshi doesn't have great crime waves.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So he took me on a stroll back to my car. And he stopped to body check some people sitting in a rickshaw. It was very exciting.
All the waste of time work.
Total waste of time.
I just checked this random guy who he has some connection with Syria.
Can they check like that? Anybody in the comments if you guys know?
It's a Friday night, you're
But
lonely.
if you are stopped on the road by a cop and he just wants to check you, you can refuse, right?
Remember Kunal's story?
What happened?
We used to have bar in the car technology, no? We broke all the rules when we were young. This is in the 90s, yeah. So we used to have a Maruti 800 with the, like Sharabi, Amitabh Bachchan, at the back of the dicky area, we had made the bar with the full ice box, 4 or 5 different booze bottles, and plastic glass. Kunal, don't break glass in my car. So plastic, so real, everything spills. You pour and you're driving, and plastic just, you break it, and the beer and the wine and everything. And we had the works. So if girls came, they're very impressed with us and all that. I had my hand towel because I spilled everything. And then we got stopped just outside Kennedy Bridge, where the whore area prostitute area is supposed to be and all. Sorry to bring it up, but yeah. What were we
Very biblical of you.
What were you doing there? Kunal was driving Parag's car. So Kunal and Parag are to be blamed. Cyrus is not blamed, in the backseat drinking like a good man. Cops stopped us. Before the whole Nakabandi culture and all. Stopped us and took us out and then started searching us. Yeah, and when it came to me, I was the last guy searching me and he started going to the lower area and all that. So Kunal, as usual, ran out of Marathi and told him, Kai kar do? Oh, homosexuality. He told the cop. I'll tell you, it was one of his great moments. So cop, he was that mard cop, He was that mustache and, skinny bugger, but, in his heart of hearts, a warrior. So moment he thought that he is insinuating that you homosexual and Cyrus ko kyun touch kar something in that area. So he chased out and then he started screaming and then had a big fight. Then we broke into Marathi again. He said, I'm not gay. Oh, I'm not saying you're gay, but why are you touching him? And all this is happening on Kennedy Bridge and all the prostitutes are looking. And in the middle they look at my friend Parag and say, hey chikna. It was so much fun. Yeah. And then we carried on drinking. They never checked the back of the car. The Maruti 800, the small dicky.
With no breathalyzer, no?
What? Breathalyzer? He's touching my legs.
This is the 90s. We didn't even have a pager back
And we were not scared also. We didn't give a fuck. So drive with a drink in your hand. I mean, it's terrible to say.
They didn't sniff your breath as they all normally do. Like.
No, they knew we were drinking.
Oh, okay.
Kishore Kumar songs are blasting out of this bad baja. All of us singing bad harmonies. Everything. Yeah, we used to pee there. We used to stop
He forgot. He got put up by the homosexuality.
He wanted to complete the job exactly about the rickshaw thing. No, once he started, he had to do something. He knew he was wasting his time. There's nothing much to do. And they want to take us in for drinking. In those days, it wasn't a big deal.
As I was going to Gujarat by train to Boril station, a cop randomly, hello, wants to check my bag. And I hate this. So the moment he said, I just groaned. So he was a little apologetic. Sir, कौन सा ट्रेन है आपका? टाइम है क्या अभी? मेरा बहुत टाइम है, पूरा चेक कर ले. नहीं करो नहीं, अभी तो पूरा चेक करके रहेगा. तो he opened everything for him. नहीं आप जाओ कोई बात. I just got pissed. I told him कि आप लोग सिंगल लोग कोई पकड़ता है ना हर बार. A family can also have a bomb, no, but you'll never stop them. बोलता कौन family? कौन सा bomb? कोई नहीं, कुछ नहीं.
Why did you bother here, really?
I don't know. I just got pissed because they always stop the single people. Yeah. And there are hundreds of people going by randomly. Yeah. They could have an atom bomb inside and they don't bother.
They should really target 5-year-old kids. I feel they're the most dangerous. Catch that guy. The kid should be nude by the end of it. Everything should be checked. Can't take a chance. No, honestly, you're right. Because what the hell? You check everybody or you don't check. The random checking is rubbish. You make eye contact, they check you. You don't make eye contact, they don't check you.
On the domestic airport, like late night flight is all empty. Nobody's there. Yeah. So there is a scanner before the entry also, which I never seen being used. But that day the guy was getting bored. इधर डालो यहाँ. अभी तक मैं उसको दिखाया भी नहीं ticket. No, before I would enter. Yeah. Check the bag, came out, and I just told him कि मुझे लग रहा है दाढ़ी निकालना पड़ेगा मेरे को. बोले नहीं सर ऐसा कुछ नहीं.
Punit.
But how sweet of him to react politically correct. वो मेरा कहने का मतलब नहीं है. Sir, नहीं ऐसा.
But this was a few years back. Now even the politicians are not correct politically. So then you.
No, beard is in.
Beard is in.
Beard is in.
Yeah, till Modi ji has it.
Yeah, there you go. You really think it's out? Not out. Yeah. In fact, Rahul Gandhi's beard is out. He's now clean shaven.
Clean shaven, yeah.
But he didn't have a
the stubble. He's the John Abraham stubble.
5 o'clock kind of stubble. He didn't.
But in the... Because what I get after 3 years.
There's a joke in the extreme right circles. They don't like Modi. They think he's too soft.
Yeah.
So they call him Maulana Modi. They put a skull cap on him and they give him like the Mehndi wala orange beard.
So if they find him too soft, who do they want?
Yogi
Yogi?
ji, minimum Yogi ji.
So do I.
Minimum.
Really?
Yeah?
Vegetarian, no alcohol. That's the India I want. Come on.
Vegetarian.
Yeah, can you imagine? Oh, what a lovely world. Okay, where were we?
Vande Bharat.
But you not finished the story still. How does it end?
It ended with me
You were-
calling. Huh?
You were alone?
Of course I was alone. And then I had to go home and get my...
Where were you going?
I was going home.
Oh, right. Oh, what a sad story. So 40 grand. Let's do a crowdfunding right now. Everybody, if you can take in your hearts, if you can put 5 rupees out. 5 rupees per person. That's all I'm asking. Let's see how much we can raise. Even if we raise you 1,000 rupees.
No,
you cut at-
no, it's okay. I don't mind.
You can
paying.
get her a dashboard ka godly figure at least. No? But now she's religious.
I've got it. I've got a
Got one?
Ganpati on my
Ganpati?
dashboard and it's
Oh.
staying there now.
Oh,
He's
not
gonna
Jesus.
stay.
Ganpati was
I'll
okay.
put all of them. I
Ganpati was okay. Didn't
Nothing
then
happened,
bus,
Baba.
you're safe. Don't worry.
But
$5 each, guys.
no. So
Grim Fandango, GK, Chinmaya, Grim Fandango again. That's $10 for him. GK, $10 for him too. Samir, Arpit, all of you have to keep paying. $5 per person. It's not too much. Yeah. $5.
I don't mind paying. Yeah, I didn't have a scratch.
You
on
will
me.
not pay. It's not your fault.
Even Suno, I have a question.
It was that fucking trucking.
I have a question from guys.
Ah.
Okay, suppose I was banged up and I was in hospital.
Can you use different phrases?
Suppose I was hurt and I was in
Much
hospital.
better. My mind is.
Huh.
First, you say the guy banged me from behind and this and that. And I'm like, it's all terrible. Yeah. Please.
Someone wants me to slap Cyrus on live. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that.
But from the right.
Shut up.
I know my weak point.
If I was in hospital, who would pay the bill?
Your insurance is called.
You, of course. They wouldn't let you in only
Do you have
without
Mediclaim? Do you have Mediclaim?
Acha, Mediclaim
You don't have
pays.
Mediclaim?
But I have.
So the same insurance scam is the same, right? If you go through a certain amount, then you break the thing and go for insurance. If it's a minor thing, you don't.
But the truck driver doesn't pay or what?
By the way, Nair Hospital is free.
No, so this is a trauma
You
accident.
can go to municipal hospital.
They'll take it to municipality because nobody else will take the case. It's a police case.
Yeah, you have to
and
go to
those
municipal
hospitals are free,
They are
which
sort
is
of
the
free.
least they can
You
do
still have
because
to pay for the tests.
But if I break my leg
Yeah.
and I don't want to get treated there, then
no, so the private won't take you also.
So is your, for
private
me-
won't take me.
For me,
Police
I will
case.
always go to the municipal. They can't take it. They have to first get the police to
So I
write off
have
on
to
it.
go with that leg and all. I have
You're
to go
asking
to
two
the...
experts. How many people we beaten up and banged into? Every time Punit has a bad show, he says, "Chalo, bhagao gaadi ko." And
So
he
the
just
truck
attacks them.
driver never has to pay or what?
I don't know how it works
No.
because they'll do mandoli mostly. No, with the poorer section, a lot of mandoli happens. Nobody wants to go to the paperwork and process.
You know,
So
when
everybody makes money too, so that they don't. There's no question of justice.
the
You're always
police
looking at
the
wrong
police guy interviewed me. Then after that, the truck driver came. Kid,
Yeah,
20-year-old. And then he was like, truck mein kya hai? So this guy was like, machi hai.
things. Did you at least get some fish?
So the police is like, fake de.
Why?
Truck abhi impound hoga. So it was very dramatic.
But why fake there? You can take it back and try and sell it now.
No, machi in a non-refrigerated truck.
I don't know the rules of this.
It'll be taken into custody.
You know, if Yogi was the prime minister, this would not have happened.
Next day,
Because he would not have
fish
much.
fry and dal chawal. I don't know.
So you have to throw away entire livelihood.
I have no idea.
You, a poor man, an honest man, but a
Shut
bad
up,
driver.
Cyrus.
has
No.
lost his livelihood. 5 kids are starving, and he's had an affair. So he has 2 wives. Okay, so both the wives are now not going to have good lives because of your one arrogant
He's
gesture.
20-year-old. He's a 20-year-old
He may
or
not-
18-year-old. I
He
don't
may
know.
not
He
live
looked
to
at.
be
Is that old
21.
enough to get a license even?
I don't know.
Of course it is.
It is 18.
Yes, brother.
18, yeah,
You can't make your
18.
own rules. What are you government?
I never learned, so I always
You know
had
how to
a
drive?
No? Always pass train.
Every comedian must know how to drive because you never know when you become an Uber driver. 20 years of comedy, there's nothing else to do. So you have to know how to drive.
Okay. On that
220
note,
bucks.
Silvery! Just check. Of course.
on that note, since I'm the co-host today,
Yes, please.
today is Mental Health Day, but we're not celebrating that. We are.
Should we celebrate? You don't celebrate mental health. Wow! Are you nuts? Today's your day.
I didn't mean it that way. All right.
We made Punit laugh finally. Now give him 5 minutes. He can't believe we set up mental health day like it's Christmas. Happy Christmas!
Because we just did a huge charity event yesterday at Rang Mandir right here, 600 people for charity.
Yeah.
And you just shat all over the day today.
This is like my good friend Shweta Shetty saying Happy Moharram. People are just strange in this country. They have no idea what's going on. You say anything. Well, not you.
Happy Easter Sunday. That's
Yeah, that's another one.
It's not allowed, but.
Okay. Today is World Porridge Day.
What happened to mental health?
No, we're not
Not
doing-
interesting enough?
In-
Too many.
Everyone's doing that.
Okay.
We're going to be celebrating World Porridge Day.
Porridge. I don't even like porridge.
I had already today.
What
Yeah.
porridge did you have?
So I keep oats soaked overnight in milk and then add nuts and seeds.
Right.
And yep.
Right. I can just see all girls getting really turned on. I can just see your date going, I'm ready, sir.
So, as the baby celebrate a day on Cyrus.
Kajol, no reaction to what he does. This is a grown man telling you he takes oats and he puts
But
it.
everyone does it nowadays.
Ah,
Yeah,
you
all
that
men do
20-year-old
it.
boy who banged the car.
No, he has fish. No,
He doesn't
I'm
have fish anymore because of you. He doesn't have a life. He's probably going to be a comedian. Another fucking failed career. All because of you.
all I was thinking was that imagine being killed by a fish truck. Like it
So
was,
the last thing you notice is machi kitna.
and I'm Bengali. I mean, it
Oh
just
yeah,
doesn't add up.
that's beautiful, really.
Okay.
But what is it, hissa?
I don't know. I didn't ask
It's
Cyrus. At
Mumbai,
1:20 in
it'll
the
be-
What will
morning,
it be? Ravas.
it had come from
Bombil.
Gujarat. He said he had come
Bombil
from
is small,
Gujarat.
no?
From
small.
Gujarat.
Huh, from
Because
Gujarat.
you know everything comes from Gujarat.
All right.
Ah.
Now to celebrate World Porridge Day, we're going to have a quiz. All right. Are you all ready for the first question?
Hmm.
In which country?
Very enthusiastic, huh?
She's a quiz master, you know.
We don't have a choice. She just had a terrible week, huh?
In which country do they have a porridge making contest today to decide the world's best porridge?
Now you got it. There are 192 countries.
Yes, but-
Where do we start?
This has to be European.
Okay,
they have
UK.
the time and the money to do this
United
bullshit.
Kingdom. The Kingdom of United.
You're close. You're close.
It's in the British
Yes.
Scotland.
There you go. There you go. There you
Britannia
go.
rules the waves. Rule Britannia. And dun, 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 dun.
Porridge is a national dish of Scotland.
There you go.
Ooh. So,
Avoid Scotland for all it is.
so it's a veg
porridge.
dish is the national. It's a veg dish.
You can add stuff in it.
No. They add porridge is only sweet for us.
Ah.
Abroad, they add meat in the porridge. Meat and
so
they
it's
cook
like
it with salt.
upma.
It's a broth.
Upma is also considered a porridge.
Yeah.
Upma is not.
Yeah, I mean technically it is porridge.
You can't put meat in upma. Even I would eat it.
There is a place in Vasai which makes fried chicken and poha together.
Oh.
You can do it. No, only thing shopping with BJP.
I'll tell you who that guy is. He's a guy who owned a truck with fish and then lost his livelihood, so now he's got chicken. It's the same guy, right?
No. Second question.
Second question. One love, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Yes. This is related to
Quiet
music.
place, Becca to serve. Thank
Yes.
you.
This is related to music.
Quiet place.
In which song of Bob Marley's does he talk about porridge? Cornmeal porridge, which he will share with you.
Three little birds.
No.
Around your doorstep, singing
Punit?
a sweet song.
Porridge.
A memory is pure and true. This is my message to you.
No, porridge.
Don't worry about the thing, because everything's going to be all right.
I want the name of the song.
I think that's the name of the song.
It's somewhere. No, that's not the name of the song.
No woman, no cry.
No woman, no cry. There you go.
Woman, no cry.
Where is porridge in the song?
He
woman,
says
my
we-
oatmeal porridge. This is the line.
or cornmeal porridge.
In the middle part. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, Anushka got it also.
Anushka, well done. You know he's half white, just like Obama. So just be careful. Don't make any racist comments. Yeah.
I have one more question, but it's a little tough, so I don't think I'll inflict it on
Oh,
you all.
rude.
You can do it on,
Hey, duffers. I can't assume that's basically. Let me translate that for you.
on
Puneet.
World Mental Health Day. There's a little.
I'm so hurt. I mean, we've got
All right,
garlands.
all right,
Happy
all right.
World Mental Health Day. Failed again.
All right. Let's do it. But you have to reason this, okay? Because
Okay,
it's a little. No.
By the way, it's caused two love. Huh? Panya. Panya.
And he's the one who eats
Ting,
porridge.
ting, ting,
He's the
ting.
one who eats it.
And he bloody stores his oats in the night like an old witch. Then
Okay. Now tell me if the statement is true or false. Porridge contributed to alcoholism. True or false?
oh, so there's 50% chance I can get a hat trick or you can get on the board. What's it going to be? So we have to take opposite. I'll go for true.
False.
Okay, done. So one of us is right.
You're right, okay?
3-0!
Because
In your
obviously,
face.
wait. I'm not
In
reached
your
the right
face.
question.
I have
Wait,
to
no.
celebrate in your face. It's World Mental
What
Health
is
Day.
in your Okay, so yes, it contributed to alcohol because there was so much cereal lying around fermenting.
So it becomes alcohol.
Yes.
With time.
Vodka, Baba.
Yeah.
How?
So historically, you were
Vodka's
saying that
potato-based,
it was
not
discovered because of porridge.
Yes.
Ah.
But
Isn't
wait,
vodka potato base? It is.
No, I mean, there are
But-
many other grain-based
But be careful. Telling an alcoholic about
whiskey. I
specific
mean,
thing.
whatever.
When the policeman was checking my thighs, at that exact point, I was thinking vodka. So I remember all these things. Yeah. I used to be an Alcazar drinker, guys. Alcazar. Bitter, cheap Alcazar with Diet Coke. First with just normal Coke. There was no Diet Coke. Then Coke. Yeah. It's the most untasteful drink you can have, honestly.
In Japan, there are all these wines and stuff in which they'll put a dead snake inside. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
In Vietnam, I
Sometimes
think.
dead snake, sometimes an aroused man. It's which is like a dead snake. Yeah. See, Rishi the pervert. Rishi the pervert never laughs. But if you say something like this, Rishi the pervert is laughing. Now he's covering his mouth and trying to act bashful. This is like when you're drunk and you pretend you're not. Oh my God, that's horrible. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we take a break? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I have to take a break.
No, you don't have to.
But, okay.
You have a dead stop at 11 because you have another guest coming in.
Oh,
That's
I'm so
why.
sorry.
No, but
Alright.
then finish what you're saying.
Okay.
Please.
My second part of the question is, now, is this true or false? Did porridge contribute to an explosion in the world population?
You mean coitus? Because of porridge?
I'm going to go with yes.
I got so horny. I said porridge. Okay.
I'll go with yes. I'll go with yes.
Okay. Why do you think so?
Because more food, more energy.
It's carb. It's carb. He's got a point. He has to burn the fuel.
It's true, but the reason is so interesting.
Your libido goes up for some reason.
No.
Then?
Before they invented porridge,
Women get drowsy. They don't know what you're doing. Those are the two ways I've had intercourse.
before they invented porridge, they had nothing to feed the babies. So women used to breastfeed babies till they were 5 years old.
So you get the baby out of the way.
You get the baby out of the
You don't
way.
have to throw the baby out with the water.
It doesn't die also prematurely.
Happy World Mental Health Day. Close up on Punit.
Okay, shall we go into a break?
I think we should.
Let's go into a break.
Things we've done to children on this show. All right, so I can't tell you the topic we were discussing just before because it was about someone being in bed with an ugly man. And I think it's wrong for me to bring this up because it was offline. But if either of these people, it could have been Punit, it could have been Kajol, I'm not saying who, if they want to put this out there, then we'll take it forward. So it's up to you. Punit,
Do you all think it's Punit? Answer in comments.
It could be.
Because
Punit, very liberal guy.
No, Punit keeps a very clean image.
Yeah, he
but
doesn't get into the sex part at all. Yeah.
Oh, you don't know things about Punit.
No, I mean in normal in normal conversation. I'm not talking about his act.
Oh,
In normal conversation,
no. It's not even his act.
Yeah, he and Kunal are the only two people who never discuss sex with me. It's only sex and cricket. Okay, with Rishi only cricket. But you know, Rishi, kaise hai?
Hey, very interesting comments.
So you don't want to complete the story. Kajol.
Interesting comments. Okay, someone actually said that upma is an aphrodisiac.
So you had Upma.
No, I don't know. Upma is not.
Tell the ugly man story, please.
Ugh.
Come on, you're famous for your stories. Okay, guys, so she said offline that she actually was making out with this really unattractive male who she found unattractive.
Okay, and do you know why I said that? Because Cyrus had another story about an unattractive woman. Why didn't you start with
That
that,
was
Cyrus?
not even a story. It was like a rule of thumb.
Yeah.
My suggestion was that if you want to avoid casualties, then you have to pull out, right? And they're saying, how do you pull out when you're drunk or whatever? So my suggestion was that if you're with a really ugly woman, all you have to do is open your eyes. It's not a completely wrong thing to say, but your stories are real. Mine is just being facetious. What's your story?
Okay, I was with this guy and...
Names that come to mind. Naveen can't be.
No, it's nobody I know right now. But the thing is, the lighting in his house is really dim.
No, Kajol, because you didn't just walk into his house and make love to him. You've known this guy. I can't buy this story.
Why not?
रात में देखा नहीं. One sec. What kind of?
It could be a random
She sounds
hookup,
like,
though,
no,
Cyrus.
come on, not so random that till the time she reaches the spot.
It happens. You meet people at parties.
Bro.
You're drunk
It was
and
that.
desperate.
It was that. Like,
No, it wasn't like I met him
physically
on
you
the...
just met him.
I didn't ring the doorbell on by accident and say, hey, but let's just do it. No, it wasn't
Pizza
like that.
delivery.
Wow. With extra crust.
No, yeah. There was some event which was also dimly
But you
lit.
saw him. So that's very day you met him the first
Yeah.
time. And the evening this happened.
Yeah.
But you had no interaction with him before this happened. Where you're
The
thinking
event
ki
was 2 hours
Brad
long.
Pitt,
The event-
not Brad Pitt.
The event was 2 hours long. He had a great sense of humor.
Oh, he was on stage.
No,
You turned
Baba,
up as a personality.
no. We were doing some
It was
you know,
poetry event and the audience was funnier than the guy on stage.
So I'm thinking the funnier part is if it was a comedy event and he's the funny guy but he's not on stage.
That also
That's
happens.
ridiculous.
That also happens. Yes.
okay, no. You know these walking around Mumbai and eating, that kind of event?
Yeah. We had this guy on the show.
Who?
Oh, it's a Bengali surname. Karmakar.
Karma Kar.
Yeah.
Oh, Kalyan Karmakar.
Kalyan Karmakar.
Haan, he does.
It was him.
No, it was not him, Cyrus.
I also thought so for a while. But so what? No, it's okay. Consenting adults.
He's got a wife.
He's got a lawyer.
Consent.
Then,
So it
what
was.
is it? What do you mean he's got a wife? Like that stops anyone.
It never has. It never will.
Really? Yeah, that's so naive
And
to
now
say.
the
So,
law
like,
also
the
is,
moment that married men are so integrity is unquestioned. Yeah, come on. I think if you ask any of, at least you should know, most of the men who hit on you are married men, right?
Of course.
Then come on. Me and Punit excluded. I like truck drivers. He likes himself. Huh.
So we were doing this walk around Mumbai and eating. It was dark. Okay, it was a night. This
Oh.
thing, and he had a great sense of humor. And then his apartment was also
But
dark.
you didn't see the face. You didn't.
You see a little bit of it, but
Wow, it's like Batman and you went out. She went out with Batman. I don't really know. I saw the jaw.
I heard it from a friend also recently. He said that he's making out with the person he met randomly at a party. And then midway through the act,
The light came on.
no, the light is still dim, but he could make out the face of a UP man in the lady's
That's
face.
What?
That's playing on his mind. See, look at the tribalism.
From a certain angle.
Not only was he a man, but he was a man from UP. What kind of fantasy?
This was a loaded political statement with Punit
We'll find out later
Kajol.
he had the exact thing specified. You know, Eastern Lucknow, there's one ilaka inside, you turn right. Wahan pe Sharma ji ka beta
But
ka
it was
dost
instant contraception. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. But you finish the story.
So then, you know, it's interesting that when someone goes to the bathroom and then the bathroom door is open and they're back,
Perspective.
the perspective changes and
Beautiful.
that lighting in a certain angle and I'm like,
Rashomon. Rashomonic moment. And the penny drops. Like, boom, everything goes out of the window.
Yeah.
And you lost your arousal and all gone out of the window.
yeah, but you
Then
still
what do you do?
you still stay on.
You still stay on. You take one for the team. Man, you're my favorite, Kajol. Tire 1. Kajol ko tire 1 pe elevate karo. She's still, I mean, who does that?
You can't walk
when you're
out.
turned off.
You can't walk
You
out.
can walk off. It'll be awkward, but
But we men can't do anything about it. We're turned off, we're turned off.
Yeah.
We can't do anything about it. Like, boy, maybe it's my age. What can I say? It's not you. It's a medication I'm taking.
I had upma in the morning. I'm sorry.
Women have it too easy, bro. They can just lagao.
Can
We'll never know
just-
the truth.
just fake it, yeah.
We can't lie. We're so honest.
my okay. Are we getting too graphic on
I
this
don't know.
podcast?
This is a lovely story. But I want to know how it ended. So then, the moment the act was over, you ran.
Then I
You did a male thing. You became a man. You were like, okay, gotta go.
I said it's late, and by that time he had also put on these red satin undies. Okay, with
It's just getting worse.
It's just getting
He put on red satin undies.
with hearts on them.
Not
It
only was
was-
he ugly, he had the worst act ever. What was this girl thinking?
And he was a total
Next, he put on
gentleman.
that Monty belt and started singing from Curse.
No, okay, he was a total gentleman because it was at 12 or 12:31 in the night, and I said I'm going to my car, and he said, "Cool, message me when you reach home." Okay,
So like he cares.
I would come down. Do you want me to come down? I
Not
said,
in
Not in those.
Because your self-esteem, if you both go down and he gets raped, that's horrible.
Hey, I have to read out the
What a
script. I have to
story,
read
man.
But who would pull a move like that? Either he's a pro at this or he's just
What
going for broke.
confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be like Elvis or something, right? When you're wearing those kind of things and walking around, and you're top of the line.
He also wore a bathrobe, okay? And I don't know, I've never seen guys wearing bathrobe.
Firoz Khan, I've seen. Twice mentioned in this show. And can carry it off. Everyone can't carry. 99% of men will never carry off bathrobes. and
No,
satin.
they can't.
So you got to be that eclectic, eccentric, legend.
Or rich.
No, but that goes with the legend status. You
Yes.
got to be that legendary person. You can't just be whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
Ambani can't do it. He's
Yeah.
rich.
What was this guy's name? There's a comment where more details are coming. News layout, press shift. Arpit.
No. Okay, more details are coming out. More like it sounds like Kunal. Oh, please.
Where is this Kunal mentioned?
This guy in the undi, they just imagine Kunal for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Is it? Not Kunal.
It's not Kunal.
Kunal doesn't wear undies. How do I know?
You have to read out the sponsor story.
Please, now is not a good time. Let's take to a vegetarian story. Then come back to the sponsor. From this satin underwear sexual escapade with an ugly man who you couldn't stand, perspective was worse, and then you still made love. I don't know. For men, you're like a treasure now, a national treasure.
Okay, so a friend of mine in the UK, he's British, Welsh actually, and he said that
that's sort of like normal.
Well.
If you are from that country, you generally are, right? Well, not in India, I guess. Because we won't.
He was like, men can fake it as well. Okay, I said, how? He said, you wear a condom and you pretend to come.
I would argue this point, but we have so much more to do. Really.
All right, we're going to read out the sponsor story for today.
My worry is foreplay, though. If he's not good looking, the act may have happened, but the foreplay would be difficult. Because that's when you sort of look into each other's eyes. And
No, that happened in the dark. So that was good.
What? Are you trying to insinuate that if you can't see properly, you don't know who you're humping?
Mostly in a club, that was the way it is.
There's actually a better life. The standards go down. You get action more.
Is this why we are a billion people? There's no electricity in most parts of
but
India.
think about
it.
Next thing you know,
Yes.
we have children. Oh, you?
No, but light
It
is
is
not
true,
a
but
good
there's a
thing.
different reason because there's no television till the 90s everywhere. So that's
No Big Boss, at least. Something riveting.
Big Boss. We're going to discuss Big Boss. No, but think about it. Light is not a good thing. Do you look good in the lift with that bright white
I
light
don't know,
on
but I
you?
dig my nose in the lift. I'm a nose digger. That's the nose digging.
Hey, some lifts have a security cam now, so
What do I care? If they want to sit and look at me digging my nose, is their problem. It's like I don't mind, scratching also. If you want to stare while you scratch, that's strange. Why are you staring at someone scratch?
Now, speaking of scratching, okay, today's HUFT Pet Tales Story.
HUFT.
HUFT Pet Tales Story.
Huh.
Mudhol Hounds.
Mudhol.
Please, can you?
Mudhol.
Okay, Mudhol
There's a
Hounds.
G there.
Huh.
Mugdhol.
There should be an MUG. Anyway, go on.
A desi indigenous breed of
Arab
dogs.
traders brought them North Maharashtra, the coast, and
Okay.
they're like my Mary. So they've got that whippet structure.
Oh,
The
nice.
waist goes up, very fast, strong hamstrings, hind legs, very sharp, very attentive, very loving. Yeah.
Okay. They have been inducted into the Special Protection Group, the SPG squad, which provides security cover to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
You have to name.
Because this is aforementioned Prime Minister.
Listen, I'm just going with the script. Okay,
It's like
the last time
too much information.
Okay. The Mudhol Hound, named after the erstwhile princely state of Mudhol, is the first Indian dog to be drafted into the army. It could also become the first indigenous breed to be part of the SPG. According to media reports, SPG officials visited the Canine Research and Information Center at Thimapur in Karnataka's Bagalkot district in April and took 2 male puppies. The selection of the hounds was done by the PM security team after considering the Raja Palayam dog breed from Tamil Nadu
Yeah, that's also very popular. Huh?
and the Rampur Greyhound from Uttar Pradesh.
People don't know we have all these breeds which are very much indigenous to India. They're breeds. And they're
But they're
mistaken
called
for
greyhounds, so they must have come from abroad at some point. No?
Yeah, mostly from the Arab traders. A lot of that from them.
But are they guard dogs?
No, they're all hounds. Most
So
of them
they
hounds.
run.
No, the Palayam, the Tamil Nadu breed is a ferocious fellow.
Oh.
Can be a big fighter dog as well. But these are all fast, really fast. Like that guy you were dating.
Known for their hunting and guarding skills, the characteristically lanky Mudhol Hound get their name from the...
Small.
Okay.
I'll show you a picture of Mary. She's very much got a lot of that bloodline.
Okay, I've seen Mary. Get their name from the kingdom of Mudhol in present-day Bagalkot, whose rulers first began to breed them. They are fast runners with excellent stamina and agility, have sharp vision, a keen sense of smell, and are supposed to be extremely brave and loyal. Oh, so cute.
Except I don't know where the camera is.
The dogs are fast run. Okay. Mudhol hounds are similar looking to greyhounds with a slim build and a smaller head,
Whippets
but with
small.
tall legs and a body overall. They are very suited for tropical climates. The Remount Veterinary Corps, the branch of the Indian Army responsible for breeding, rearing and training of the animals used in the army, has also trained the hounds to sniff out explosives. Apart from the animals used in the army, the NSG has also taken in
This has been
hounds
one
and
of
are
the
training
best-
them
One
to...
of the best reads I've personally been through. And I'm wondering if this could be the act next time you're on stage.
You sound like a newsreader from the good old days. No? Where they didn't have
it's a
opinions.
long story.
HUFT called.
No,
Their last words were goodbye.
Another fun fact.
Should
The
I do
Mudhol
it?
hounds are also known as a Maratha hound,
Yeah.
Pashmi hound, and the Kathiawar dog
Okay, what? Yeah.
and caravan hound.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, you're right. They're fantastic. They're so quick. Both the doggies who live with me, have decided to stay in a house, are super quick. They're so fast. You have to see them run at full tilt.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like I've never seen that kind of pace. It's fabulous. In fact, the show should be that. Next show is only going to be my dogs running. Okay. And maybe the guy.
So much about the panelists.
The guy in the middle. No, the guy in the middle. We can have a break when this guy with the red lacy underwear walks in.
Lacy like satin.
Satin. I thought satin lacy as well. No.
No, guys don't do lacy.
He
Not
does
yet.
satin. Now you're worried about lacy.
Guys don't do lacy. They do
They
satin.
don't
if
do
have
it yet, but you don't know next. What comes next in Bandra?
I have perfected the 1x2 underwear technique, which it's my gift to people listening also. You want to save time, you wear the underwear this way and the next day you wear it that way. That's what I do.
Yeah, women can't do that.
Why not? Unless someone's going to see you.
No. It's a body part thing. Women can't do that.
What do you mean body part thing? It's the
We've
same body
already
part.
been very graphic on this episode. So do you really want to go
Go
there?
for broke. Go
What's
for
the
it.
hygiene problem? The outside part is completely clean. Now I put it in the inside part.
It's not the undie that's the problem.
Then?
It's the vagina that is the problem.
You're telling me?
Finally. Finally, somebody admitted.
My search for this product continues. It's been
Anyway,
years.
moving on from there. Let's talk about Sajid Khan in Big Boss.
Right, yo.
So-
I haven't seen it. I only know that that slightly tearful intro. You know that. Have you seen the intro where they do that talk?
I didn't see the intro, no.
So that was where he was. About how hard his life has been, which is fair.
Which is fair.
No, I'm just saying that it's been a hard life since they did the Me Too scam. If you're trying to show empathy, I'm saying with whoever the devil or whatever.
Why? But
That's another.
So
guys,
what-
left-leaning woke people are nuts, also, aren't you?
What
You realize
did he
how
say?
right you become the moment someone's
he
guilty
said
of
that
something,
yes,
just kill him. That's
yes, I did all of that. I abused all of these women, but it's still a difficult life being an abuser. Is that what he said?
Why just look at it from the perspective of
Try
someone?
being in my shoes. Have you abused
Suffering
anybody?
makes, to quote Jim Morrison, suffering makes angels of us all. So I mean, just
Except
remember
Sajid
that.
Khan.
Yeah, and gives us wings where we had none. So you have to understand. Then when someone is going through a bad period, even though they've been terrible, whatever, then it humanizes them a little bit. That's what I'm saying. It cleanses you spiritually. I say it that way because I come from the forgiveness clan,
All right.
as the Buddha preaches. Yeah.
I think it's a terrible idea for him to be on Big Boss.
Why? Big Boss is
From a
not...
TRP point of view is great.
No, from Big
No,
Boss's
forget Big
point of
Boss.
view, maybe.
Why is it a terrible idea?
You have a Me
Like
Too.
you're endorsing him as a
You're
success.
cleansing a molester,
So what you're saying
offender.
is, okay, so that he's no longer a molester because he's on Big Boss and people look at him as a star.
You see, you spend 3 months looking at a person's face and having him validated by the celebrity host and other people. It does make a difference. People start looking at you differently.
And besides,
But
it
he's-
also says that there are
but he
no
lost his
consequences.
career.
What it says is that
but
there are
he-
no consequences.
No consequences. How many years has it been? 4 or 5 years? No work, sitting at home, from being a pretty successful filmmaker, whether you like his films or not.
Yeah, but Cyrus, it's not like that was an accident.
He's paid for 5 years. It's like 5 years jail, bro. I mean, it's the same thing, right?
You was in jail for 5 years.
No, I'm just saying, you take away a man's livelihood, that's a huge slap on the face, right? For his obnoxious behavior with women, albeit no doubt about that. So is that not enough punishment? How much more punishment you want to give the guy? That's all I'm asking.
I don't think you can compare his career going down to life
Yeah.
in jail.
Come on, just give me your justice then. Give me your justice. You bloody vigilantes. You want to kill everybody, don't you?
No, but come on.
Should we execute him?
Cyrus.
Should we remove his legs? What
No,
would you
don't
think
put
is
on Big
correct?
Boss. Don't put on Big Boss, maybe. Punit, you've drunk my water.
In the middle, that's
you
your segue.
You had not started.
You just took my water and drunk it. I have a cold.
So what?
did I. So, okay.
Now you both have colds. Now, Punit, where's your underwear? Don't go to the bathroom. The light changes. Huh? Remember that. Yeah. Oof. So
It
now-
just shows
now that I
that there are
protected
no.
Sajid Khan, let's see what happens.
It just shows that there are no consequences.
There are consequences, Baba.
There are no consequences.
There are consequences.
What is your
What is he going to do
It's-
after Big Boss?
it's
also?
not like he
no
got-
one-
They've already announced Houseful 5. Okay, I'm sure they
With
just.
him as a director.
No, they've said that we are looking for a director. I'm sure they're just going to wait till Big Boss finishes.
Or he'll get some royalty out of it, I'm sure, if he's smart.
I don't. I think they killed off his career. It's a lot of people, if they don't get
So
a career.
it's like this, if you
mid-career.
find out that somebody is an abuser like that, you wouldn't want to work with him. So it's not like somebody's punishing him. It's that people, now that they know who he really is, they don't want to work with him. That's
Okay,
what
let the people speak. We'll take their verdict.
Shall we
If
take
they
the-
feel he shouldn't be given a chance on Big Boss, then he shouldn't be given a chance because democracy rules.
The Big Boss has had worse people. So I mean,
It
Loss of
has
livelihood
it.
is in
Has
jail.
It really?
Especially
that
for
Baba
rich
used to
guys.
piss on people. For starters.
Okay, Yola.
He's dead now,
Okay,
so
the chat. The chat is completely against Sajid Khan. There's not one, even there's like not 1 ounce of support. I can't tell you, Sajid. No one has seen Cyrus in the same. Just saying. hello, I've been in a lot of same rooms with Sajid and he's never touched me.
Unlike the cops.
Cops have. And what about the guys at the airport here?
They don't get too personal.
Not anymore. But in the old days, they used to actually make physical contact. There was nothing, no laser taggy thingy.
But now they tell you to turn around, which is...
No, turn around.
Yeah.
They also want you to... I always have a problem with this. Haath upar. I said, haath upar, this is enough.
In Srinagar airport, they do a really thorough job. Huh?
Yeah.
Like they really squeeze your body parts.
Really?
Really.
Do you have a video?
They're checking for stones also.
Okay, but if you go
Or pamphlet.
AMAs.
Follow me at Instagram and Twitter on Bored Brocha. I'm so bored, I need your help. I need your love. I need your touch. Okay, just follow me.
This is from Avranil Paul. Hello, IBM family. To the comedians, has it ever happened that a gig has gone really bad and in your mind it was superb? Punit?
That must be all my gigs, by the way.
No, Cyrus, come on.
If you're full of yourself, then you don't even know, no? That's the thing. That's the problem. It's like being drunk. It's great. You don't experience any negativity. Mom, how was the show? Are great, yeah. Client, please never again. No? That guy is obnoxious. Yeah.
That almost never happens because the feedback is vocal. Yeah. So you hear it.
Within 5 minutes, you know whether you should continue or not. Yeah.
Opposite happens when you think that it's a bad show, but they loved it. It's just that they were not vociferous enough. Like they were like...
No, the MPs and MLAs should have this. The same judgment should happen, 5 minutes into being an MP, the people should say, okay, F off. No, whatever.
No, there is a famous comedian who I will not name.
Sajid.
No, yeah. His whole thing was that even if the audience is not laughing, it's still a good gig because they're listening. Okay, now that's what he told himself.
Okay, so laughing is not important. So he's an engineer, really.
I don't know.
But in a corporate, it can happen that you kill people at a good time, but you say something which is below the belt, and then later somebody complains.
HR messages you the next day.
Also, another thing that happens in rooms, there's a group of people who really like you. Because the group of people can be very loud, but you don't understand that it's not everybody.
Yeah.
If you see videos of even a Bill Burr performing, there are lots of people not paying attention.
Ooh.
But there's like 30% who are really into it, and they create the volume. 70%, a lot of people on their phone.
The thing is, one Sangi uncle enough to ruin everybody's mood.
But that's good because then he'll become like an act. Like you and him will riff, and everybody else will be.
Except if he complains the next day.
Yeah.
So the repercussions that now
uncles have veto power in this country.
Telangana, you can do what you want in Telangana. Chief Minister said, "Come, do whatever you want." He called Faruqi by name. Faruqi, aja.
Okay, wait. There's another AMA from Svetlo de Grazka.
Very regular.
Svetlo de Grazka.
Hi, Cyrus. Is it okay to beat up your children when they misbehave?
Having already put my foot in foot in the mouth. Guys, stop. Foot in the mouth with Sajid Khan. May I take this further? Until you've been a parent, you'll be like, please don't hit kids, okay? But when you've been a parent and you handle more than your own kids, some other kids as well, and then you have become like the foster parent for the other kids, that's when you're really tested.
But aisa kaun bolta hai? You say, is it okay to hit kids? You don't say beat up kids. Like,
No, beat
what
up.
Does he have in mind? Choklam dega ke
Because
bacche
it didn't work. You have to knock the spirit out of the child so the behavior stops. Like if Jeffrey Dahmer's father beat him more, maybe he wouldn't have become Jeffrey Dahmer.
There was a video clip on the internet yesterday with Kapil Dev who was telling students that nowadays you can't even beat students.
No, Kapil Dev can't answer any questions because Kapil Dev da jawab nahi.
90s reference. Very good.
No, but listen. What are you all saying? You don't have children. Stop saying that.
My mother used to beat me and pinch me.
And I'm against beating principally, but I'm saying once in a while, occasionally, what do you do?
I never got hit, but now I don't have material for stand-up. So
there have been some obnoxious kids. Like a kid throwing stones at a cat and all that. These
I know.
Nuts.
I know.
So there's a Jordan Peterson clip about
hit
this.
them by mistake a little bit. Dr. Jordan Peterson,
there's a Jordan Peterson clip on the internet. Like, should you hit your kids?
Yeah.
And I suggest you look it up because I couldn't see it because he talks too much. So
he talks too much and he also cries a lot now.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if his test levels have changed.
Which is the most liberal thing he does.
Yeah. He just breaks into tears because he gets some thought, about something in his life where he beat his kid once and now his daughter's sick and she can only eat meat. I mean,
he's on a carnivore diet.
Yeah, but any Parsi would be like, what's the suffering? He can only eat meat, can't eat anything else.
His suffering is that he's too white.
Yeah.
Let's go into a question from
Racism
Sharada.
on my show. How dare you?
Sharada Datar.
Do you think you could make a movie called
Sharada
Kalia?
Datar.
Sorry, Kalia today?
Nah.
Amitabh Bachchan's Kalia?
No way. They had to rename it to Kalyan to save face at the end.
AMA for all.
You've not seen Kalia?
No.
What a great film, but Kallu se Kalia.
Oh.
That's the progression. He's a shoe shine boy.
All right.
And he's much better than Big Boss, yaar. Stop watching Big Boss. Huh.
Okay. What is the one perception about you that everyone gets wrong?
Who are you talking about?
It's for everyone. It's AMA.
That I'm wise.
Is that a perception people have about you, Cyrus?
Punit, what do they get wrong about you?
They think I'm older than I'm already am. So they think I'm like...
That is secular.
That's true for a lot of people actually.
Yeah.
No, it's the age. Like they assume I'm older than I am because of the
You're only
way
talking about death.
Yeah. Because
I'll tell you some of the stupid questions people ask my wife. Is he like this at home? Does he ever get angry? I can't believe I'm angry. And if you're
Do you
married,
get angry?
that's the only emotion that, generally there in a marriage.
You get angry?
Like, I have rage. But
Really?
And it goes fast. I'm like 0 to 100, 100 to 0. It's like that. So I'm the kind of guy, I always punch someone and feel bad in 2 seconds and then they beat me. It's like that. But I always throw the first punch. Like if Jesus was giving the sermon inside, who about amongst you doesn't have sin, cast the first stone, I'd have thrown the stone. And then they'd have taken me and lynched me and drowned me in the river. Something like that.
Okay, Girish Patil.
What about
that's-
you?
What about
you answer
you?
the question.
I don't know.
you like satin undies.
I
But
don't
people,
like. I don't
people
know.
think you like, but you don't.
I think that hospital bed story people still bug me with. Yeah, I mean, I know I come across as this slut, but
No, you don't come. Why would you be a slut? Where's the slut here?
Subtle.
You're an empowered woman. I would tell my daughter to look at how Kajol controls her life. In
no,
fact,
I'm
you're
just
quite the
kidding.
opposite of a
I
slut.
Except
really
when
have
the
no-
lighting is
A
dim,
slut-
then there is no control.
A slut implies that you want to have sex, just for sex.
for validation,
For validation.
which is what I was.
You think?
Yeah, totally.
No wonder they're ugly, man. But I thought it was like an experiment. You have comedy now. You can do a 5 minutes
Comedy
of
is
that.
what saved me. Otherwise, your whole world becomes validation.
Comedy would save you at that act.
Arpit Bansal says, Gopal Dutt called Cyrus the wisest person he has met.
Gopal is really nice. He keeps thinking that I'm too smart for India. He keeps saying things like that. He said, yaar, tu to bahut westernized hai.
But
bahut western."
Gopal means largely actor and all actors are dumb. So
No, also stage actors.
they are depressed. That's a different thing.
Okay. Girish Patil has a nice question. Since Udhav is looking for a new name and logo for his party now, please give some suggestions.
Navi Mumbai Zindabad. And they go there. Every time the VIP is passing, I shout, Navi Mumbai! I will shout to them. I want them out of the area. I just want them out of the area. That would be my, I don't hate to use words like crusade or jihad, but that would be mine, really, literally.
Punit?
I'd form a group of richer people living in the area who would get their servants to go out and morcha because they wouldn't be able to make it on their own. Say, yaar, words you should never use. by
I
the
think
way.
anything you say will be offensive to them, but so it will have to be something aggressive. So like a sword or something. Because that's the whole deal, no? That we are aggressive people.
I think handkerchief. Because they were so scared of COVID and would cover everything all the time. So handkerchief would come in handy.
I think
Stop
Udhav
pretending to be
handled
so-
COVID really well.
Not for me. I thought he was as paranoid as anybody else. I am giving no respect to any of these people across the world who have gone
Except
out of their...
Sajid Khan.
Except Sajid Khan. Yes.
If you look at it half empty, then it's going to be half empty. Look at it half full. Okay?
Okay, I think, are we winding down the show?
Yeah, we have to wind up.
Anything you all want to plug? Cyrus, do you want to plug anything?
I do, but the plumber didn't turn up. So now the leakage from the 5th floor continues in my...
I saw a picture of you on Instagram. You're going to the Kasoli Lit Fest.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's a picture of you in a blue velvet suit, which I thought was rather
One of
cool.
those shows, they just take anything. This is not our choice. Don't compare me with the guy with the underwear. I'm just told to do things and put me in clothes and I do it. It's not by choice. By choice, I dress badly.
Okay.
As badly as I can. And I don't change the clothes. So there's a smell issue. But I carry now a release spray. It's stronger than deodorant. And it's cheaper, lasts longer, and I can just, I'm always in pain here and there. So I just put release spray. Can you smell it? It's there.
Not yet. I'm
Not
quite
yet.
cold. So.
Puneet, anything?
Oh yes, please. I got shows in Lucknow, Delhi, and Gurgaon this weekend. So if you're in any of those cities or if you have friends, please tell them I'm doing.
But if you reach Gurgaon, come to Kasoli on Friday, 14th. It's a 2-hour drive. No, 3-hour
I
drive. From
got
Chandigarh is
shows.
2 hours.
Are you
4
taking the
hours,
Vande
5
Bharat
hours.
Express?
No, not there. It's just- So I wanted to take a train from Lucknow to Delhi, but so fucking expensive. I took a flight instead. Same price.
Okay, if you're in Lucknow and the Chief Minister wants to see the show, where should he come?
Airport. I'll just run away from.
Can you imagine? Moment Chief Minister enters, your entire act changes. So there were 2 guys in my lane. What are you talking
Jai
about?
Shri Ram immediately. But he won't come. I'm not the demographic.
You don't think so? He needs a laugh.
English, he look like he needs a laugh or he can laugh. No.
You do one or two gags in Hindi. What's the big deal? It's also difficult.
You speak Hindi mostly.
I speak very good Hindi.
Oh, you let me speak Hindi. It'll be funny anyway.
I'm below the radar, no? They don't even know I exist. So.
Oh, thank God. Huh?
Yeah,
Keep it that way.
Yeah.
Kunal Kamra. Okay, we have to say bye. But
We're wrapping
tomorrow, I'm trying an experiment where my hair will become black. There's a certain pill you can take and then it reverse aging. Yeah, someone try that. So let's see if that happens. You guys want to try that?
Not next year, maybe.
Okay, all right.
I'm getting there.
Punit, how old are you?
36.
You're only 36? I thought 52, 53.
Wow. Is that a compliment by any stretch?
You're wise. You're wise.
He only talks about death. Puneet, that is the male deal. All your blogs are about death.
No, he also talks about the train ride, which is death.
No, but...
It's the only reality. The only thing you know for sure is that it's going to end.
Yeah. Okay. On that lovely note.
And a lot of people between death and taxes prefer death.
Yeah, and I learned that there's also funeral insurance abroad in the West because you need somebody to cover for that shit also.
Funerals are expensive. It's a waste of time.
And again, they will say, pre-existing condition. And
the first thing they'll ask you when you're dead are Hindu, Muslim. First thing. I mean, this country, when is it going to learn? Yeah, really. Okay, Kajol, you want to leave?
No, let's wrap up because we have to wrap up. Goodbye, guys.
Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps. Please, we beg you, we need you. Send us your questions on Twitter on Cyrus Says In. Or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.